Your Storm Team weather. Here's Chief Meteorologist Aaron Ayers, sponsored by Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
Well, we had another pleasant day here across the Concho Valley, a very contrasting day to what we saw yesterday. And as we go into our weather headlines, that cool air is going to remain with us. A dry pattern continues for us, a cool football Friday as we go into our Friday, and a sunny and pleasant weekend for us here in the Concho Valley. Today's highs across the Lone Star State, 63 for a high today in Amarillo. We also saw 83 over in El Paso, 79 here in San Angelo for a high today, 89 down in San Antonio, 78 over in Dallas-Fort Worth. So generally much cooler across the Lone Star State today than what we saw yesterday. And right now, temperatures across the region, 50 in Amarillo, 54 in Lubbock, 62 in Midland, 63 here in San Angelo, 69 over in Austin, 71 in Dallas-Fort Worth. And as we go to locally, we're seeing temperatures in the 50s, 57 over in Barnhart, 62 in El Dorado, 62 in Fort McCavitt, 61 in Eden, 60 in Ballinger, 58 up in Bront. So seeing those 50s and low 60s already here in the Concho Valley. This is where we're going overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, down into the 40s, middle 40s to low 40s for many of our communities here across the Concho Valley. And for our daytime highs on Monday, getting into the 70s, getting into the low to middle 70s for many of our communities. So a much cooler day across the area tomorrow. So expect that to be a pleasant Friday for us. High pressure building in behind our cold front here. So we're going to have some nice sunny conditions for us. Some rain associated with the front that came through, now pushing into the eastern half of the United States. But for us, it's going to be clear for the foreseeable future here in West Texas. Clear, cool conditions on Friday. We warm up as we go into the weekend to the middle 80s. Plenty of sunshine as we go into Sunday. Near 86 for a high on Sunday. As we go into Monday, some clouds work their way into the Concho Valley. Temperatures still in the low 80s for us all the way into Tuesday. As we go into next week, we start talking about temperatures remaining in the 80s. A little bit of cloud cover, a mix of sun for us as we go towards Thursday. And dry conditions persisting for us throughout the Concho Valley. The good news is not a lot of us are dealing with drought, just some few areas starting to deal with drought in western portions of the Concho Valley. Crockett County is still dealing with some dry areas, especially around Ozona, and then moderate drought for places like McCullough County and Brady, dealing with some moderate drought across that area. And if we don't see any rain for the rest of the month, that's going to start to become more of an issue for us. Here's our weekend planner for us. Sunny conditions both on Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures in the 80s, the low 80s for us. A good weekend to pick out a pumpkin and maybe carve it as you get ready for the Halloween holiday coming up. And speaking of things coming up, we've got a football Friday coming up tomorrow, 7 o'clock, 65 degrees, clear and cool conditions throughout the game time. By 9 o'clock, getting down to 60 degrees in many of our communities tomorrow evening. Tonight, we get down to 45 degrees under mostly clear conditions. Winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For our Friday, getting upwards of 72 degrees, sunny and cool conditions with us on our Friday. And as we go into the next 5 days here in the Concho Valley, going to continue to see some sunshine, temperatures warming back into the 80s this weekend. Another mild cold front coming through on Sunday, bringing temperatures back into the 70s and 80s as we go into next week. We'll have more KSAN